welcome here to Kuleka's podcast and welcome back to the channel here today, guys, for a Barca News roundup coming your way. Obviously, it's been a little bit more quiet weekend, a rare one, and I have to say when it comes to Barca, but coming up today, attention to turning now is attention is turning now to the Osasuna game on Thursday, guys, and with the real emphasis today and center back some concerns that we have in the area, but also, guys, we have got transfer news right here today with right back positions and the left wing position under the Microsoft and important debate. I think we need to have some good debate actually regarding some of this report Barca targets. So it's all on the way, and I hope you are going to enjoy. And I hope you are doing well. Now let's do this. But if we do indeed start with a very important update here in Pau Cubarsi and how he's doing right now, what his fitness situation is, because obviously on Thursday night they up against Netherlands in the National League. He was subbed off after I think just the 40 minutes of the game, and of course Kubarsi was subbed off. We all started panicking. I think that's the natural reaction to have knowing we have seen him go down, and we saw him get subbed off when we didn't want any no any misstep about the injury, but obviously not ahead of one of the most important periods of our season. But now Barca immediately they wanted Paul back at the club, and they wanted him straight away to leave the Spanish camp. But they wanted to check him out. They wanted him to return in Spain, and they actually made a big fuss about it. And at the first time they actually said like, no, we want him to stay. We don't want to let him leave the camp. We want him to check him over, ourselves first. He might even feature in the game on Sunday, something other stuff. But obviously, that was never ever going to happen. He did eventually leave the Spanish camp, and now Barca have been able to do some tests on him, and the club says that there is a little bit of concern, and they over the ankle of Pau Cubarsi, but that is not a serious like injury there, and basically you will need to further evaluated, but it it will need to be tested out and to see you know is like the pain is uh the pain is he fully recovered, but there from the knock that he received, and basically next week he's going to be trying to train there with the group to basically if he can involved against the Osasuna on Thursday. And I think it's quite important right now, guys. We talk here about the fact we really might need him, because you think about it right now. Inigo Martinez is out in injury, and this Christensen we know he has been out for some time, and Araujo is returning very late. So so I'm already we are getting a bit a crisis situation at the center back, and we will need Paul if he is fit to play in that game on Thursday, because well, what is the latest then on Rafinha, Araujo? Are they definitely out for the game, or is there any chance that they could be involved right now? In the media, apparently, there's a outside chance that they could be in the squad for that game. Apparently, Barcelona, we will have them return both of them there by private plane, so they are going to get them back into the city as soon as possible. After they finish the last games, they after they finish the last games there for their national teams on South America, But guys, I think with Rafinha, he was brilliant by the way the other night for Brazil. Absolutely fantastic and continuing his brilliant form. But Rafinha his final game day with Brazil against Argentina. By the way, will be on Tuesday night now, and you can't tell me like that then he will travel back. He will face very long trip back to Barcelona, and now Araujo is little bit different because that there will be a little bit earlier on Tuesday night, so there is more chance maybe for him to get a flight back to the city of Barcelona. But to have that one day really of recovering time, and them playing on Thursday. Look, it's not ideal. It's still not something that you'd really want to do. It's in ideal circumstances, and I think you're still crazy. By the way, guys, because that we are going ahead with this game on Thursday, especially when both teams still not just like Barca are complaining here and there, and they are the only ones Osasuna did not want to play this game on this day, and either so both clubs were very unhappy. Those appeals, those thoughts were turned away by La Liga, and they had no interest in what we were saying, and the game will go ahead. And now another player, though we should be involved in that game on Thursday, is Ferran Torres. And what we are hearing in the media right now, I think is that he is in a line to start the game against Osasuna. And now, of course, remember before the international break, he came on against Athletic, and he was brilliant, guys. And then he really did change the game. Two goals for him. He had more games this season, and he now has 7 games in La Liga, and he scored a goal in every 78 minutes, guys. And that is the best goals per minute record in La Liga this season. And nicely done there by Ferran Torres, and like I say, he is in line to start Lewandowski right now. Although he's away with Poland and of discomfort, and I remember like he's away with Poland, and although he is playing, he is still suffering from a little bit of discomfort. And Barca may not risk him there on Thursday, and it could be another big opportunity for Ferran from the start, and can he still have the same impact? But if we do move on here, guys, to some important transfer news that we are hearing in the media throughout this international break, and let's talk about Fenderson, and now this is a Brazilian right back and playing his football at Monaco, and this is someone, by the way, that Barca and particularly Deco has been tracking and admiring for quite some time, and they really like do appreciate his quality, and apparently Venterson is not a he's not he's a top of Barca's right back shortlist of all the names that they have right now, and he's at the very summit, and apparently the club have already held some initial talks there. Monaco and are aware of Barca's interest, and the player is as well. And you'll be absolutely delighted to come to the club. And from what I have seen of him, he's very solid option. That the way the way that I describe here is that quality of Anderson is very solid pick, and I think he sort of fits the ball for the kind player, and we want in in that right back area, because it's not easy for position and an easy place in the squad to fill there, because of Kunde is going to be our first choice. He's a top player in our team, but he's going to be a player who's playing at the right back, and the most often, but um the most often, but the club needs somebody else who can provide stability, who's good enough there to depart for Juice Kunde, and also let's be honest, guys, enough to push him in that position. And we will also need somebody who's ready to perform. Perform now. We don't really want to have that time where Flick wants somebody to grow and improve. We need somebody who can come and make an immediate impact and provide cover for Juice Kunde. Vanderson is only 23 years old, and but already has some decent experience, and they're at the top level. But Barcelona are also Barca are also, I should point this out. They are still looking for Rio Villanos. I'm not sure if I pronounce the name in the right way, but it's like Rio Villanos, Romanian right back. I think Andre Ratu. He is still somebody there. The club really like, the look of his explosive player there on the right back side. Somebody who's impressed so much in the La Liga and this season, and he's still under consideration, and therefore that right therefore, guys, there for the right side, guys. So, what do you think of the Anderson, and what do you think of Ratu, and what do you think of the players who we should be looking at at the area, and how much would you spend trying to bring ye good quality cover in the area, and would you stick with what we have? Let me know all down below, and but still you have to come under the left wing, because he's still a position at Barca that Deco and the club they want to bring in a left winger, and we have to start by talking about Luis Diaz. Now he's one of that I still don't really fully understand to the obsession from, and it is again Deco, and he loves Luis Diaz. But now I will admit to you there's a quality, there's there there's talent, and there of course is a player who isn't really at his best for a lot of season. He's had flashes, he had bets, and where he looks absolutely incredible. But in terms of consistent, they especially recently not really being in a squad level for Liverpool. But Deco loves this guy, and Luis Diaz as well would love to join Barca. In he's made no secret he made no secret of that, and oh, and but I think the problem that I have with this deal is you would have been taking there. It would be talking there about 60, 70 to 80 million euros to probably sign Diaz from Liverpool, and I guarantee, guys, um, that Liverpool would go out to spend that money for somebody better. And we have seen it in the past, whereby we have actually actually supply them with money to go and really fill up the squad with quality. So I don't really like the idea of that too. That too much. There of about Luis Diaz, and he's a good player. His quality, yes, but I don't understand the obsession from Jacob, because then you would also hear rumors right now that somebody there in the Ademola Lookman who's available, like guys, these rumors, like They are very, very. I don't know like what this media talks about, but we have like a random the rumor about someone there like Ademola Lookman who's available apparently this summer for around 30 million. Like it's a good player, guys. But now I'm not necessarily like sure that will happen. For me, that seems incredible cheap. You know, he's 27 years old and he's playing an incredible high level. He's performing as well in the Champions League this season for Atlanta at 30 million. I don't know if we would get him that cheap and then, but it do seem incredible, good value in the current market, and he's somebody that Barca are keeping an eye on. Apparently, he would really like to move to La Liga. He would be very much open to the move, and there but he is not among the top targets for us right now. If looking at the players like they like Luis Diaz, but you have still on course quote Nico Williams in our mind as well that one cannot be ruled out either, and obviously Rafael Leao as well, who would be a much more expensive option there, but what do you think, guys? Looking at the left wing position again, looking the kind of player we need because because you know what, guys, because you are not going to move to Rafia, so you know you are not going to kick him out of the team, and you know you could obviously move him centrally, but there have been Godani, like guys, you have a lot of things like to discuss right now. um Now you have to think about like what we can do about this option, because if we all think about it, right, uh about Rafael Leao will be like expensive option, like but I would think, guys, you are looking at the left wing position again, looking at the kind of player we need, because you are not going to move like Rafinha, and you know you are not going to kick him out of the team, and you know you could like obviously move him centrally, but then you have got Dani Olmo and you have got Yamau on the right wing. So again, we are looking for a specific types of role here at the squad, and I think Lookman, you know, if that is true about 30 million euros, that would be something that I would certainly have to look at. I would certainly um have to think about it, because I don't think that we should be going spending crazy money, you know, like 60, 70 million on those days. For me, that would not represent a good business. That is not the road that I would personally go down. But hey, guys, I would like to know your opinions in the comments down below, and how do you see the market right now, and how would you like look to improve this already special Barca squad? Let me know all that down below, and I will be seeing you soon with a lot more videos on the way. It's going to be a big week now coming up to for Barca. I'm really excited to see them back in. I cannot wait to discuss it all with you guys along the way. Thank you indeed for all your support. And but until next time, guys, as always, Visca Barca, Visca Catalonia, Visca.